So here we are looking at the FLOE project, which is referred to in the paper, and we're going to show a little bit about what's going on in this website. Obviously I'm looking on it at it on a phone. So first you can click show preferences. You can increase the text size, you can increase the line spacing or the style. Look at that, you can choose different fonts if it's easier for you to read. You can also alter the colour contrast, which is, very important in some people's visual perception. Table of contents you can switch on so that you can navigate more easily to the different sections of the website. Enhance inputs, that may be to do with assistive technology, I'm not sure, but I'm not going to test it now. Let's just go, and I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to hide that. Supporting diverse learners, that's a bit clumsy, the way they've had to split diverse, so I'd say that was a criticism. But then very nice, clear, bold at the beginning of short paragraphs. Sometimes you'll see some of these techniques, dare I say it, in the slides I build for you, where I try and make clear sections of text. They're not necessarily fully accessible in the sense that this website is, but there is an element of information architecture going on in terms of the design. Now then we've got large tabs. Some of this is more technical, some of this is about design. It's important to see these differences, that if you're designing educational resources for open or otherwise, I would argue, that you need to think of design skills and layout and thinking about how you design the information separately from any kind of confusion about whether you need to code things. You don't need to code things is the short answer to that. You've got featured projects that you can click through and have a look. User interface options. Interface means the things we see in this case an Android phone interface is what we're clicking on, the panels that are designed that we switch. You click on see more projects, you'll see another interface. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep this fairly short. You've got some information there about what the FLOE site is. Stands for Flexible Learning for Open Education. And it's part of the Inclusive Design Research Centre. And it's part of the Hewlett Foundation. If you remember last week, or in fact it was the week before, we referred to the definitions of open educational resources using the learning objects definition from a 1990s definition from the Hewlett Foundation that Bates used, and then I cited again later in the slides. Anyway, this is how we can think about some aspects of a more advanced attitude to design in terms of accessibility. Just look at those preferences. Let's go back, go reset. And we're at the beginning again. Text size, line spacing, text style, that means the font choice, contrast of colours and letters, table of contents, what's in a document like I'm doing in your Google Docs, enhance inputs, this might be about using assistive technology, and so forth.